What's up, you guys? You are listening to HVAC Masters of the Hustle podcast. And this is your host, J Dub Moneymaker. And welcome to episode 115, you guys. First off, I want to say thank you for everyone that reaches out every week and truly tells me how this podcast is bringing you and your company to that next level. As well as for my new listeners, make sure you guys smash the subscribe button because this podcast is helping thousands and thousands and thousands of people get to the next level. And man, we have a crazy week as we're recording this podcast. Yes, this is the week of J-Dub HVAC Masters of the Hustle's big training event, the next level training event in Vacaville, California at the Archon Energy building. Oh my goodness, we got a great guest in the hot seat. Let's go ahead and welcome the one and only Jame Medlin. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I wanted to talk and have you as a guest on this podcast episode because, man, it's been a crazy 6 months for us, right? And I want my listeners to understand, this is the week of our big event that we're throwing and what it took to get us to this part or this level, right? Because, 6 months ago, that building that you had was pretty much gutted. And the work and hard work that your team and your staff had to do to get ready for this big event that we're throwing, as well as I'll talk about the progression on my side. But for everyone listening, thank you guys for coming out to the event. Like I said, we're recording the week of right now. So hopefully everyone has a great time. Make sure you guys post your pictures of the event. And until next time, but Jame, let's talk about what it took for you, man, because you threw a lot of hard work, a lot of late nights, a lot of dedication to help people grow and build this badass training facility.
It's been like you said, it's a lot of effort, a lot of people involved. It started with just kind of finding that diamond in the rough, man. We had been searching for a couple of years to buy a property, and this one just kind of spoke to me. There was, the bones were good. Everything looked great. And I had a vision for a training center. We've got a little over 40 employees and at this time, and we got to get everybody together. So, just looking over what we had to get done and what was existing really made the transition easy.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously it wasn't. You always think until you start, moving forward, and then you realize, man, what did I get myself into?
Absolutely. But I mean, it turned out amazing. Now that we're seeing the final product, everything just coming hand in hand, all the hard work, all the dedication. Now, when you purchased this building, right, was this what you envisioned?
Not to the level it is now. No, I think definitely went a little over budget. But it's kind of surprising what a little bit of drywall and some paint can do. Like I said, we were fortunate to buy something that already had a lot of things done. It was just done kind of, not the best. So we kind of reconfigured some things and took care of some of the, I guess it just needed some love. And I think once we showed it some love, this is the byproduct.
TLC.
Exactly. And no, it's better than I could have really envisioned. And I'm excited to kind of show it off.
Absolutely. I mean, we got, more than 50 plus people all over the nation coming to your event. How does that make you feel that you got people coming all across the nation to come to your building for a nice training event put on by J-Dub?
I'm excited. I think that, for me, this is the first event that we can kind of test the waters of our training facility and how, the future will really kind of look for future events. Right. And so I'm excited to show it off. And I think the heating and air industry is what got us to this point. and I'm happy to throw that love back and, you know, give somebody a comfortable place to come and train. And, you know, it's amazing.
Absolutely. And I know that you have bigger visions for your training center, right? Bringing different companies, training Title 24, and all these other things. Can you kind of go into, what you're wanting to do at your establishment, at your building when it comes to training?
So we put in a few full heating and air systems, just central systems, that really allow us in our industry for the Title 24 side. You know, I love that I can put some real worlds, I guess simulations inside of our shop to really build quality technicians. And I would love to kind of give that to heating and air companies as well. So my vision is getting more BPI certified, building professionals, um, bringing in some salespeople like yourself, the top of the industry, to put on some classes to help, shape this industry. So this training center doesn't just have to be technical, but it's also a platform for anybody that wants to learn each and every side of the industry and just ultimately create, machines better.
Absolutely.
So that's the goal.
Nice. And how big is your facility? I mean, this thing's massive.
So with the mezzanines and the second floor and everything, I think we're about a little over 9,000 square foot. So yeah, about 5,000 square feet of warehouse that, you know, we went from, I think, 2,600 square feet. And so it's been a nice change
Oh,
to,
absolutely.
from splitting up everybody in different suites to all under one roof. It's really nice.
Yeah. And for those of you that didn't join the training, this week or anything like that, or haven't seen pictures of this training center, I mean, this is a top notch, A1 training center all across the nation. I mean, we're going to have people here. This thing has, how big's your projector there? I mean, it's like going to a movie theater.
Yeah, it's like 200-inch.
Yeah, 200-inch projector that we're going to be training off of. We got, how big are those speakers? Like 4 feet on each side?
Oh yeah, they're like a damn furnace. They're
Yeah.
like, furnace.
I mean, so you guys are going to get a concert experience, a movie theater surround sound experience at these training centers. You're going to be up front and close with some of the top notch trainers out there. And this is going to happen and progress every single quarter with myself. And Jame, as we progress this and educate people in California about Title 24 and all across the nation, actually, because we want to blow this thing up and make sure that you guys partner up with the right company, because when it comes to Title 24, they're the last people, right, on your job site. I talk about installs and passing the baton off, right? But you want to have a top-notch company that your install team's passing that baton off to a Title 24 company to make sure everything is up to manufacturer specs. And how not to do that, or not how not to do that, but they train how to not, educate the homeowner or go through a walkthrough the way that a business should be, right? So kind of educate on your training on how you guys take it from the install and you communicate all the way through the testing.
So we have a proprietary platform that really is one of the, I guess, the brains of the operation, and that's, I guess a lot of people in the heating and air industry is familiar with Service Titan. And over the last 3+ years, really, actually, we've owned a software the last 8 or 9 years, but we've, over the last few years, have built a Service Titan. It is jam packed of, for many things for our business to operate successfully, but it also helps the contractors enter things properly. So when we pull a permit, we know what you need to pull. And then it gives you, just historical data on the building departments. You have more tools at your disposal so we can pull your permit efficiently. And then when it comes to the install, we know it's being installed. So if we catch anything, we're pre-screening jobs and we can say, hey, you know, this project is, you know, has been flagged. We might need some additional information.
Mm-hmm.
So our software kind of starts there, and that helps the quality of the installs. But it also keeps your customers engaged, and they know the process because, like you said, you're passing that baton off, and an install doesn't just end when the installers leave and say, "All right, thank you." Uh, there's still some wrapping up to do, and it's very crucial because the last step when you involve a building department, a lot of homeowners on our side, we deal with that on a daily basis, and that could leave a bad taste in the homeowner's mouth. Like, okay, the contractor made their money, now they're done, things don't seem right, what's the deal? So we've been successful because we understand that we want to polish that job when they're done. So
Mm-hmm.
our technicians are not just licensed, sit in a car, get paid to go and touch on these jobs. We train to make sure they know how to understand thermostats and the basics so that if the customers have problems, they're not burdening you guys. They're getting that great experience, and that they're going to keep putting out good Yelp reviews, or tell their neighbors and friends, because that word of mouth is so crucial.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so that's a big part of why we push the training. We have our software. It keeps things organized, and we can really you know finish up that job to where the contractor doesn't even feel the pain from these homeowners when they do have issues. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so that's part of our process and part of the success we've had.
Absolutely. And, Jamie's been on another podcast episode earlier, and we talked about his growth and progression and everything like that. And I mean, you guys, when I started off as a comfort advisor 8 years ago, Jamie was just starting his journey as being a business owner. And just to see his progression of how everything's just progressed, and, buying a building and having a training center and having these top, heavy hitter trainers at the facility to help grow your team to the next level is just absolutely amazing, because Jamie just wants to give back to the HVAC community because it's helped him out so much as well. And I'm telling you guys, if you guys are looking for that top-notch Title 24 company that's going to pull your permits, going to inform you on rebates, going to process your rebates for you, I mean, literally, they're just taking everything off the plate, right? Jamie, you're taking on the stress for him.
Exactly. I
I
mean,
mean,
we kind of joke around, like, I mean, it's not really a joke. It's we started off as a Title 24 company. My background being heating and air, and um, I've been on the other side of it, so I get it. Uh, but we started with inspections, then we started helping with permits, and we really have evolved into a contractor support company. We
mhm,
we do permit closures. We help the homeowner. Not only do we pull their permit, test their equipment, but we also help close it out to make sure that the customer is closing their building permit and it's not being left open to expire. Uh,
absolutely.
you know, there's so many things, like you said, rebates. That's a struggle. A lot of contractors refuse to offer rebates, which is insane because the average closing rate, the ticket, everything is substantially better when you're
Oh,
putting out
huge.
rebate. And a lot of the reasons why they don't is because they feel like the paperwork is too much. But we literally have a team of people that deal with this every day. And it's just like I said, we help you make a lot more money,
Yeah,
and we do it well. So it's
absolutely. And how many permits have you guys pulled in your journey? And I talking about rebates for the second question of how much rebates have you brought back for companies?
so I do. When the last time we did our figures and I did a video, I shouldn't have put out a number because it's already been blown out of the water. But I think we're at 11 or 12 million in rebates that we've processed and helped homeowners achieve. That's, I mean, we do about 14,000 inspections a year, and we've pulled around 50,000 permits since 2010. So
That's
we're
amazing.
And now we're pulling over 1,000 permits a month right now.
That's awesome. And, to get to that type of level of growth, right? I mean, what has Jame done to get Archon to the gigantic beast that it's growing to?
Uh, Organization. It
Organization.
And then just being driven to, I guess, in my industry, I keep my head down. I don't really think about what everybody else is doing. I love to come up with new ideas. I really enjoy um, listening to what the customers, like our clients, the contractors, what are their pains, and how can we be a solution for that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's evolved into new services, um, and it's kept us relevant and ahead of our competition. Uh, so I feel like that could be used even in the heating and air industry. There's a lot of ways. You just have to kind of focus, keep organized, and obviously have a little bit of motivation. So
Absolutely. And talking a little bit about the training that we're going to be doing this week. So now that you guys are listening to the podcast, it's a week after the event. And, the way that we progress this is you guys walked in, right? There was a check-in. You guys got some really cool, instead of just normal tickets, you guys got lanyards with your tickets for HVAC Masters of the Hustle Next Level. Then you walk in and you got a huge background backdrop that you take pictures with. You guys have fun. This event is all about learning, getting to the next level, but also having fun, learning that we could have fun on a daily note and still bring an income to our company as well as our family. Because I mean, at the end of the day, that's the goal, right? Is to wake up every single morning loving what you're doing. And how do you do that, right? You got to change your mindset and you got to find your inner Spartan. That that juice that's going to wake you up every morning, that's going to say, "You know what? It's go time. What drives me? What's my purpose? And what's my why?" Every single day, right? So hopefully you guys got that out of the training as I discussed my purpose, my drive, my why, my 7-step process. I got on stage, we got the balloon drop, we got the music going, and then on lunchtime, right, we had entertainment. We had day one, we had a big old barbecue with axe throwing. And then day two was nice and funny because we're going to have a comedian hypnosis who was on Mythbusters. So he's been on live television. He's a big guy that's well known in San Francisco. So I had the opportunity to have him on lunch to come hypnotize a couple people, which is going to be really funny. And I'm sure there's a lot of laughs that's going on. And then we got catered day two lunch. We got Mexican food. But, I really want to tell you guys, thank you guys for all your love and support, because this was a sold out event and we had people all the way across the nation from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast. And I mean, it was an honor to see you guys there. And, until next time, Jame, thank you for being a guest in the hot seat. I know you got to go pick up the kids and everything like that, but we wanted to let you guys know how much work and effort putting on a training was, right? And we're going to continue to give back to the community of HVAC and just keep delivering trainings and trainings and trainings and really grow you guys to the next level, because at the end of the day, Jame, we're bringing everyone to the top of the mountain with us, right? Because
agree.
it's lonely on top by yourself.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate being here and being a part of this journey.
Absolutely, brother. Take care.
Thank you. You too.